You're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!
In Lancaster, California, Golden League football action. The Palmdale Falcons and the Eastside Lions. The Falcons are 4-4 overall, 3-2 in conference. The Lions are 1-7 overall, 1-4 in conference. You're watching it all right here on L28. I'm Larry Wolf along with Joe Leo, but we're going to pause for a moment for our national anthem.
Sound great, man.
Beautiful rendition of the national anthem. We're getting closer and closer to football. Joe, what can we expect tonight?
We could definitely expect a good game here with now Eastside. It's their homecoming day, and unfortunately they've been on a downtrend as of late with some pretty crazy scores, but today is different. That's the thing with football. You start anew, and I can't wait to see how they're going to perform this homecoming game.
They run a spread offense, and then on defense, in order to stop the spread, they run a 4-2-5. They're coming off two tough losses. They lost to Quartz Hill 59-0, and they lost to Highland 84-0. They did win when they played Little Rock on September 20th. They won that game 28-13. And of course, we were here and saw the game against Nordoff. They were competitive. They lost 17-8 right here at the Lions Den.
Absolutely, Larry. It was a close game, and it was right there for them to take, and unfortunately didn't get the win. But again, with football, it's a new week, new day, and it's time to prove themselves, especially with this homecoming motivation today.
Three players to watch. Devontae Richardson, probably be starting at quarterback tonight. Nehemiah Shannon, number 8, big, tough running back. We'll profile him later. And occasionally the backup quarterback, Santiago Pineda, takes over. As far as Palmdale, of course, they've got the big receiving crew, Paul Turner, Conley, Cisneros, Deshaun Mason, and Walker. They throw the ball a lot, and their emerging running back, Marciano Salazar, he has really piled up the yardage of late.
Absolutely. Marciano Salazar, what a tank. He really did his thing against our last telecast against AV, which was a great game as well. Or actually, Salazar, for Palmdale. I mean, AV and Palmdale. That was a great game.
Palmdale, of course, is trying to be undisputed in second place, perhaps with a win tonight. The Lions will kick off. We're just about ready for the action to begin. We're really close to the band, so it's very, very loud.
Yeah.
On a homecoming night, the Lion Band making things happening.
If you've been to the AV Fair, you must have heard the Eastside Lions Band, and they are definitely a great band.
Onside kick, picked up by Palmdale at about the 44-yard line.
looks like it was number 26 with the recovery for Palmdale. Jalen Baker, the running back, middle linebacker, a senior also, 5'6" and 185.
Defense is out on the field and set. Palmdale's offense comes off the sideline.
One thing we don't have to worry about, Larry, is us sleeping because we're right by the band, like you said.
4 wide receivers, 2 split left, 2 right, man in motion, little screen pass, and it's a flea flicker, and a man's wide open. Oh my goodness. This is going to be a touchdown right out the gate. Jashawn Walker
Beautiful
corrals it on the flea flicker.
play. As you saw Zajon Walker right there on the bottom of your screen, he was wide open, goes up the right field, and Palmdale laying down their football prowess right away. And not so good with a rough start for Eastside.
Right out the gate, 11:49 remaining here in the first period. Valdivia will set up for the extra point.
Valdivia, number 30.
We've seen him before. Palmdale had to wait. They didn't have enough men on the field. And a flag. Too much time, most likely.
Let's start the flag party early, Larry, right?
Five yards back. They'll set up now from the 15. Valdivia waits. Long count. Snap is down, kick is up, and looks good. They're signaling good. I don't see a flag. 7-0.
7-0. Palmdale taking the reins of the game right away here. And hopefully that's a wake-up call to the Lions to step up their defense. And now they get a chance to get the ball and possibly put some points up on the board.
Lions will attempt to answer. While we wait to set up, keep in mind, ready to kick off the coolest winter break ever, Camp Chill is the ultimate spot for fun and adventure. With cookie decorating, jumpers, games, sports, and themed crafts, it's the perfect place for kids ages 5 to 12 to enjoy their winter break. Enrollment is now open for the first week, starting December 30th. Don't miss out on the fun. Check out cityoflancastercalifornia.gov for Camp Chill.
Camp Chill, you know, I can't wait till the Christmas break or the holiday break comes up. You know, you get to spend time with family and then go take advantage of those special programs in the city like Camp Chill. That's really amazing. But here we go.
Palmdale blitzed right out the gate.
Palmdale definitely not to take lightly. They're definitely in that third or fighting for that third, fourth spot right now in the Golden League.
That was a 56-yard touchdown. And now the Lions set to receive. Here comes the kick. Bouncing toward the far sideline. It's going to be returned. Still on the far sideline, breaking a tackle, ducking in, perhaps making it to about the 31, 32-yard line. Here come the Lions, trying to defend the Lions' den. Meeting near the sideline, and here they come. Devontae Richardson will be the quarterback out of the gun. And once again, Nehemiah Shannon, he is a tank. He runs well. Now we have a whistle and we can start. Richardson and Shannon. Bad snap. Richardson recovers, goes to the far sideline, near the line of scrimmage, setting up 2nd and 10.
Nothing much for Richardson as he has trouble in the backfield and just comes up to the line of scrimmage. The defense of Palmdale swarming him.
Call it 2nd and 10. Richardson waits. Out of the gun. 4-man front for the Falcons. Pitch to the left. Richardson just has to fall on it. The pitch went into no man's land. Richardson smartly retrieved, but it's going to be 3rd and long.
Palmdale defense right away on it. I believe that was number 9 from Palmdale, Diego Leon, the senior 5'11", 185 on the stop.
3rd down and about 22. Ball near the 20. Once again, Palmdale with a 4-man front.
Palmdale in the away whites with the black helmets, and Eastside with the white helmets and home black jerseys in the purple.
Lions break huddle. 2 wide receivers split left and right. Has the snap, rushed out of the pocket, looks downfield, still looking.
Ooh.
Wrapped up for another loss, maybe a 2 or 3 yard loss. It's going to be 4th and a mile.
Richardson coming up with nothing again as he's far behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense of Palmdale swarming again. But about 9:37 and counting.
Punting team is on. Jamie Ruiz sets up to punt. He's a freshman. He'll boot it away.
And Zayshawn Walker to receive for Palmdale right there in the backfield.
He got the touchdown pass. Good recovery. Can Ruiz get it away? Nice job getting it away. It goes down to about the 38, 39 yard line. A mini disaster, a big disaster was averted.
Palmdale in great Eastside Lions territory as they going to spot the ball. Looking to be on the 35. Yep.
One thing I really liked about Ruiz he was in a position where he was running and had a little open field, but not kicking the ball would have been a big mistake, and he got it off and saved, another 25 yards perhaps.
Great play on.
Here comes Palmdale. Running room down the sideline.
That was number 6, James Linares, the running back, senior 5'9", 165. Again, Palmdale not really known for their running game. Really are versed in their passing game in the air. The Falcons are really great.
I was expecting Salazar. Linares got the call. 1st down.
Yeah, Salazar. You can't say enough about Marciano Salazar, the senior 5'10". He was really a tank against AV the last telecast.
Man in motion. Pass play all the way. Rushed out of the pocket. Dumping the ball off. Breaking a tackle nicely. I believe that's Cisneros. Benjamin Cisneros was hit in the backfield. Broke the tackle. Got some good yardage.
And guess who was on the stop there? Number 8, Nehemiah Shannon, the tank. Also plays defensive back, and he made the stop there.
They told me he was new to the defensive backfield.
Well, he looked like he knew what he was doing there.
2nd down at about 4. Suarez is the quarterback. Out of the gun. Looks downfield, rolls to his right. Still looking. Sets up, throws. Has a man open, but dropped near the goal line. Incomplete.
Intended target, Zason Walker, the sophomore, again, with a nice cut across the middle of the field there. I like that cut, but...
3rd down and 4. Palmdale on top, 7-0. Lions trying to get a defensive stop.
Fingers crossed the Lions can hold it down here. As the crowd goes wild.
Still in the gun, 2 wide receivers left. High snap, a little pitch to the left. Salazar has the first down, heads toward the end zone, and he's right in. Marciano Salazar had a seam and scores the 2nd touchdown of the day.
You asked about him, and he delivered. Larry Marciano Salazar scoring another touchdown for the Palmdale. Again, the Lions need to hold it down with their defense. Needs to be a little bit stronger here as Palmdale adding to their stats. Now, Palmdale averages about a 94.6 yards rushing, and they're receiving and passing as well at 197, almost 200.
Valdivia with the attempt. Ball bounced. They place it down nicely. Gets it up and in. Good recovery by the holder.
And the ball just sailed on this clear day through the uprights. Definitely a little more warmer versus last week, I must say.
Cisneros had the shortstop had the short hop. The ball, put it down nicely. They get the extra point, 14-0.
Yeah. So Eastside with another chance to get back the ball and get on the board. In the backfield to receive looks like number 7 and number 8, Dallas, Carolina, and Nehemiah Shannon.
Lions will have their 2nd offensive set.
The crowd is going
noise
crazy
here. It's
right now.
homecoming, and they're getting excited. Here comes the kick. Nice long kick. It will be returned from the 5. Hit and wrapped up at the 20.
On the stop there, Ryan Conley, the defensive end junior for Palmdale with the stop. But I must say, Larry, the pride of the Lions is definitely felt here today for homecoming.
We're in the Lions Den. Eastside High School, Friday night football. Beautiful night for football. Right now, I would say it's about maybe 70 degrees perhaps.
Really nice. And shout outs to the Eastside Lions football program that has produced such talents of running backs like Joshua Kelly. And our very own talented anchor correspondent, Angel Stephenson, went here to Eastside as well.
She's manning a camera right now down below on the field. Not much running room. That Palmdale defense is tough. Again, the whole key for the night is for Eastside to just get some offensive movement. A little bit of yardage, a little bit of downhill momentum. Shannon can run, but he needs a little bit to work with.
Hopefully get some good blocking to free up some lanes, or they can attack from the air.
Palmdale has the ball now. What happened?
Ooh.
I did not see the fumble, but right now Suarez leads Palmdale out. They're trying for their 3rd score. Suarez throws wide open, pushing toward the end zone. We've got 3 touchdowns right now, and we're only about 5 minutes into the
5 minutes
quarter.
in the game, and that was Chris Connolly, one of the wide receiving core for Palmdale.
I did not see the fumble or the signal.
Yeah, it was kind of a surprise.
Palmdale did not waste any time. They went right to the air as they often do, and they get their third touchdown.
Palmdale really setting the tone at the beginning of the game with a great flea flicker, and wow. And so now 2 more touchdowns on top of that.
Brandon Valdivia again. Cisneros to hold. Kick is up and good.
Field of Drafts, our annual beer festival, is next weekend, November 2nd, at the AV Fair and Event Center from 1 to 5 p.m. Come out and enjoy a vast variety of beer alongside live music, sports, entertainment, and more. That's the Field of Drafts at the AV Fair and Event Center, November 2nd. Come thirsty, my friends.
The Lions, once again, will get their third offensive set. A fumble deep in their own territory resulted in a third touchdown. Palmdale taking advantage. Valdivia set to kick it off.
So in the backfield again to receive, Dallas, Carolina, number 7 and number 8, Nehemiah Shannon. But one thing I must say, that the pride of the Lions is still in effect here. I can still hear the cheers, and we're right next to the band, so no matter what the score, we're not going to fall asleep.
It's hard to hear ourselves because the band is knocking them dead with their horn section. Here comes the kick. Should be returned. Shannon pushes forward, breaks a tackle, and down at about the 35. I'm going to look closely to make sure there's no fumble because I missed that last one.
No flags, no fumbles. No. Here we go. It looks like the ball is going to remain spotted on the 35 there, Larry. So
Lions will talk it over on the sideline. Shannon and Richardson. Not much running room at all. Stacked up maybe for a loss of a yard perhaps.
Yeah, the line was very tough. No holes on that. No holes to penetrate there, unfortunately, for the Eastside Lions.
Estrada off the sideline with the play. Second down and a long 9.
About 6:15 and counting here in the first quarter.
Richardson waits, out of the gun, 2 wide receivers toward the near sideline. He looks left, steps up in the pocket, has some running room.
Ooh.
Off to the races for a moment, but tackled open field at about the 41. It's going to set up 3rd and 4.
Great open field run by Richardson there, giving them closer to a first down, but that's what the Eastside Lions need more of. A little more positive gain, and there we go.
Richardson makes ready. Carolina on the near sideline. 2 wide receivers left and right. Richardson. First man through.
Ooh.
Pushing forward for first down yardage.
Yes.
Shannon was hit behind the line of scrimmage, perhaps. Definitely shy of the first down. Carried tacklers with him and got the first down.
First down Lions, and this is the kind of positive yardage we need for the Lions to stay within this game here, get on the board. Let's just focus on getting some points.
First and 10. They'll stay in the spread. Bluffs a pass, now off to the races. Has a little running room. Breaks a tackle. Maybe got 6 or 7. Richardson looked like he was going to launch one. Held back, tucked it under and ran. Got some yardage. Second down and about 5.
Great job on Richardson keeping the play alive, keeping the positive yardage going for the Lions. And that's, again, that's what they need more of.
Devontae Richardson hasn't passed a lot. Getting a little offense here late in the first quarter. Has the snap. Shannon stacked up near the line of scrimmage. And the whistle sounds. Maybe a gain of a yard, perhaps. We'll see where they spot it.
I like the groove and the momentum so far for Eastside. Looks like they're in the track right now, and this could be a good drive. I'm staying hopeful.
3rd and about 4, and I wouldn't be surprised if they went for it on 4th down.
Especially with their yard position right now.
Two wide receivers left, 2 to the right. Shannon and Richardson. Look over at the sideline for a moment. Palmdale crowds the line, expecting a run. Richardson breaks a tackle. Ooh. Has first down yardage, I believe. Tries to get to the near sideline on his horse. All the way to the 30 and inside the 30-yard line. Nice run by Devontae Richardson.
That was a face melter of a play as number 14, Richardson, went right across, and great play going right across the field there and stops the clock at 2:28.
You're hearing the band. The Lions are on the move. First and 10. Carolina to the far side. And a whistle.
Oh.
They call a timeout. I think they wanted to avoid a too much time penalty.
All right, we'll be right back from this game, this great game, homecoming game from the Eastside Lions after these messages.
Thanks, Tiffany. What was happening is
you're watching L28.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!
To the right, that's Carolina. Shannon has the ball, pushes forward. It's at least 5, 6, 7 yards perhaps. We'll see where they spot it. Good, tough run.
And they're getting even more closer to that end zone there. And again, this is what the Eastside Lions need more of.
Palmdale often travels light. But it doesn't matter whether it's hot, cold. There's the faithful Falcons, and right now, lots of faithful Lions here at Eastside. Second down and about 3.5, maybe 4. Richardson on a keeper. Breaks into the clear for a moment. Has first down yardage, I do believe.
No flags or anything, so great play completed by the Eastside Lions.
This could be a really big drive for them just to get back in the ball game. Ball now at the 15-yard line. Shannon Richardson mixing it up. Estrada on the far sideline. Estrada on the far sideline. Here's the snap. Richardson runs. Throws for the end zone. Has a man open. They've got the touchdown.
Looks like he may have dropped it. Don't see.
They're calling it incomplete. He had it for a moment. Oh, my goodness. Richardson did his time well.
No, I was looking at the refs and no hands up. So definitely incomplete, unfortunately.
Right in his hands.
Yeah, right in his hands.
Tough situation, tough drop. Second down.
The good thing is, Larry, they'll have at least 2 more chances here to get that first down.
Richardson leads him out with Shannon as lone setback. 3 wide receivers now to the right.
Oh, flags.
Someone jumped, perhaps. We'll see.
False start on the Lions. 5-yard penalty.
Running the spread really does put pressure on the defense, and it allows, when you've got potent runners like Richardson and Shannon, it gives you a good opportunity.
You're absolutely right, Ray. It spreads the field and opens up the lanes.
Have some open field available.
Right.
They'll need it now. It's second down and 15.
Let's see what the Lions can do here.
Richardson to Shannon. Nehemiah hitting the backfield. I think he lost yardage. Stacked up on the near sideline.
Fourth quarter dwindling down here. We're less than 30 seconds.
Should be the last play if they get it off.
They just might let the clock run here to the second quarter as we're dwindling down to almost 10 seconds.
They won't get the play off. It does not look like it. They'll switch sides.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you want up-to-date information about Eastside High School and your child's progress? Then download the Palmdale app today and receive
First quarter is in the books, 21-0. Palmdale on top.
Player we want to highlight is
Nehemiah Shannon has already made his stake known and gotten some yardage the hard way.
Absolutely. Nehemiah Shannon rushing for 77 yards, averages about 38.5 a game. Defensive back, he goes both ways. Power runner, hard to bring down. Leader, the captain of the team, and have nothing but praises by Coach Gilbreth.
He hasn't had a lot of big holes to run through, but he's a powerful runner. And, of course, if he does break it into the secondary, he can carry it well downfield for big plays.
Definitely expect some great performance and results from Nehemiah Shannon come this homecoming game.
Off the sideline, the Lions come. They've switched sides. some confusion. The referees are talking on the far sideline. Now they get it set up. It's going to be third down. Call it 13, depending on where they place the sticks. So far, they're showing one wide receiver to the near sideline. Looks more like a running formation.
And stay tuned for the halftime show as the Eastside Band is going down to the field. Their great band of Eastside.
Man in motion. Richardson bluffs a throw, goes up the middle, has a running room, pushes forward, very close to the first down, I do believe, about the 5-yard line. Almost a quarterback draw in essence.
Great positive play, yardage for the Lions here, and I think they smell blood because they're right in the red zone.
Once again, having surrendered 3 touchdowns right out the gate, this is a huge drive for the Lions. They can punch it in here, get back in the game.
I feel like Palmdale is taking the foot off the gas a little bit, but the Lions here definitely with an opportunity, and I can hear the crowd go crazy as they're getting ready for this play. Let's see what happens.
Here they come. I believe Shannon has it, pushes forward, falls forward. They're signaling touchdown on the sideline, but the referees aren't.
Uh-oh.
Carried by number 8, Nehemiah Shannon. Good enough for a first down.
All
It is a first down. First and goal now.
First and goal for the Lions.
Well, he got half of it almost right. First down. Hopefully this translates to a touchdown.
Out of the eye.
First and goal, Lions.
Richardson tries to get outside and can't. He's slammed down at the 5.
Great tackle by Zayshawn Walker. Wrapping him up.
Never had much of a chance to get outside on that play.
Second and goal.
I'm sure they're going to have to shake things up a little bit from a formation standpoint. Ball's at about the 4, out of the I formation. Last man through, pushing forward. Shy of the goal line. No signal from the referees.
Carried by Shannon, short of the goal.
It's getting a little quieter because the marching band is marching off to get ready for halftime, so we can hear ourselves breathe.
Think a little bit, but wow, looks like still no touchdown as of yet.
Ball's at the 1-yard line.
Right there.
Out of the eye once again. Richardson.
Ooh.
Almost lost the ball, pushes forward, not sure what's going on. Doesn't look like a score. No, yes, he's
touchdown.
In. Richardson, I think, made it in. It's a touchdown either way. 21-6.
There we go. Eastside Lions on the board with a nice hard-nosed run.
Good hard-nosed drive, in fact.
Yes.
Quite a scrum. Couldn't really see what was happening, but we finally saw the referee signal. Richardson gets it in.
Definitely something to build on here as the Lions just scored off the runs using Nehemiah Shannon, the senior.
They'll try for one. Ruiz, who made that nice punt, is the kicker. Snap is dropped. Ruiz is hammered. Ruiz got the ball and was just nailed right away. Never had a chance.
And who was that against? Zayshawn Walker.
21-6 now. Lions do answer. We got a penalty, though. It looks like Palmdale may have been offsides. They'll get another chance.
Yeah, definitely saw a flag on the play there. So
they move it closer, so perhaps they'll go for 2. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Richardson's coming onto the field. They're going to go for 2 now. It's so close.
A little more space to operate here, and let's see what they can do.
Once again, out of the I formation, Richardson over center. Has the snap. Close to the goal line. I don't think he made it. No signal. They stop him. So the score will in fact remain 21-6. But the Lions do answer with a very nice ball control drive all the way down the field, culminating with the score. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms, the City of Lancaster, California, to get all the updates you need to see what's the T in our city. You're watching football action right here on L28. Palmdale prepares to receive.
I definitely enjoy a great black tea and chai, or also mint.
We could have used one last week. It was really cold.
Really
Tonight, it's a
cold, yeah.
perfect night for football. Palmdale makes ready.
Really happy for Eastside on that last drive. Hopefully this is something they can build on. Here we go. Oh,
Onside kick, once again picked up at the 48-yard line by Palmdale. Twice now they've tried an onside kick. Both times Palmdale made the recovery, if you will.
that was Jalen Baker, number 26, on the recovery for Palmdale. As you can see, score is still at 6-21 here in this homecoming Eastside Lions game.
Palmdale comes off the sideline. Suarez and company back to work. Aaron Callahan, the deep safety. Almost in cover 1, if you will. 3 wide receivers to the right. Whistles blow.
Play stopped.
Believe it'll be procedure. We'll see.
Oh.
They're calling offsides. Maybe somebody lined up offsides. Usually they make it procedure.
Offside for Palmdale. Palmdale, no strangers to penalties.
.9:28 remaining in the first half. 3 wide receivers to the right. Conley, lone receiver on the left. Out of the pocket he goes. Throws for the sideline. Has a man open, but overthrown at about the 40. Second down.
Intended target, Zayshawn Walker, right there on the right side at the top of your screen. This pass was overthrown. Let's see what the Eastside Lions can do on the defensive side here. Continue to remain stingy.
They could get a stop here. They might get right back in the game. And boy, things started so fast and so bad. 21-0 right out the gate. First touchdown from the very first play from scrimmage. Second down and 15. 2 wide receivers on each side. Suarez, another flag. They're going backwards. Second down and 20. Wide receiver split. 1 in motion now. Lots of running room off tackle. Off to the races for the moment. Cuts inside. Up the gut he goes. Now goes for the far sideline and tackled from behind near the goal line. What a run.
What a run indeed. by James Linares, number 6, the senior 5'9" from Palmdale, out the gates with the quickness, and he makes his way all the way.
Just slight movement inside to his left or outside to the right. And then a huge hole for about 35 yards, finally tackled from behind. And that again was
James Linares.
second in a million, and Linares got them all. Pitch to the right, Linares again.
Ooh, flag thrown.
Flag is thrown, probably a block perhaps.
Huh. Uh-oh, more flags.
I thought the ball was loose as well. We've got a player down.
Got a player down. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like a Palmdale Falcon. He gets right back up, and that was number 58 if my eyes serve me right. Let's see. Angelo Nadanza, the senior 5'9" at 255, one of the linemen. He's got up really slow, but he's good to go now.
Offsetting penalties, it looks like.
Clock stopped at 8:36 here.
Ball inside the 5-yard line now. Now they're marching it off against the Falcons. They indicated 2 penalties. Ball's just outside the 10, so technically they can get a first down. Man in motion to the right. Suarez with the throw. Conley's there. Hauls it in nicely for a touchdown. Checking for flags. I don't see any.
Touchdown pass to number 0, Christian Collins Liberty.
Christian Collins.
Yeah.
I should say Christian Connolly. Hauled it in. It was more like a basketball jump ball situation. And Conley's tall. He went up the ladder and got it.
Almost like a nice post route. And he goes right there to the field, and a nice, perfect throw.
Valdivia comes on for the extra point. Snap down, kick up, and good. Valdivia, I don't think I've seen him miss one so far. We've done about 3 Palmdale games.
Valdivia it's a kicking machine.
Lions again back in that 3-touchdown hole.
Yeah. Ready to kick off the coolest winter break ever? Camp Chill is the ultimate spot for fun and adventure. With cookie decorating, jumpers, games, sports, and themed crafts, it's the perfect place for kids ages 5 to 12 to enjoy their winter break. Enrollment now is open for the first week starting December 30th. Don't miss out on the fun. That's Camp Chill, City of Lancaster.
Go online, get signed up, and have some fun. Lions make ready. Valdivia will kick off. They actually have a holder this time. There's no wind. Should be returned from the 5. Toward the near sideline, it's Shannon. Nehemiah.
Ooh, flag.
Tackled at about the 30. There was a flag. Turner is pointing to the Lions. He's made the call. They'll march it off. 8:20 remaining in the second quarter. 28-6. Lions in a hole.
And he said it was a holding penalty, right?
It's homecoming night at Eastside. Here come the Lions. Shannon gets the ball. Maybe has a yard or two. Stacked up by that tough Palmdale defense.
Here by Shannon, gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Richardson and Shannon in the spread. 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the near sideline on the right. Little pass to the flat. Did he get it?
It looks like he did get it. Tyler Pierce on that reception. Number 5, junior, 6 foot.
Ducking low, getting his hands under it. 3rd down and about 3 now. Maybe 2.5. Once again, on their last drive, the Lions moved the ball. And got the touchdown. Shannon again pushes forward. Stacked up near the 1st down at about the 25.
Yeah, like you
He
said.
got it.
Yeah, he got it. Tough to bring down as he keeps those legs churning over and over.
He's one of the captains.
And we got another 1st down. Yes.
And anything to keep the Palmdale offense off the field is probably a good strategy. There's a flag on the ground. Let's see what they're going to do.
So on Palmdale.
Against the Falcons. It's a big one.
Yeah, we're moving. I wonder what was the call. Maybe
It's a 1st down.
personal foul, that's unnecessary roughness. 15 yard.
Richardson waits. Line set.
Ooh.
Oh, right into the hands of the defensive back. This could be trouble. Down the near sideline. He's got a lane. Looks like he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, Palmdale.
Raymond Gomez with the pick 6, the junior from Palmdale. It was crazy because on that play, he hesitated. He faked like to the open receiver, and then he threw it, unfortunately, right to Gomez.
Gomez sometimes plays wide receiver, outside linebacker. He was right there to make the interception, had the lane on the near sideline, and carried it home.
For the Falcons, and that was a great read. Stopping the drive of the Lions. They were cooking for a little bit of that drive until that turnover.
34-6 now. Valdivia back on the field. Brandon waits. Kick is up and good. Cisneros with the hold. $35-6 now.
All right, Larry, we'll go ahead and come right back to the game after these messages. You're watching L28 Sports, Eastside Lions hosting the Palmdale Falcons.
You're watching L28.
If you call that goal.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!
We're back at Eastside High School. The Lions now trailing badly 35-6. They'll set up for another offensive set. Valdivia will be the kicker.
Yeah.
And once again with a holder. We've never seen this. And there were windier days. We were earlier in the year watching the wind blow, and they didn't have a holder. Perhaps Brandon just wants the perfect
Now, does a holder
spot, if you will.
count as the extra man on the field?
No, he does not.
Oh, it does. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Fair catch at the 34. Lions will take over 1st and 10.
Good field position for the Lions as they'll set off again to hopefully get another positive drive here. Just a misread on that last possession by the Lions. If you're just joining us, they threw a interception on the last drive where Raymond Gomez from the Palmdale Falcons took it all the way and scored. Thus the score 35-6.
He almost had a posse at the end of that touchdown run. Nobody had a chance once they got past the 25. Here come the Lions. It's homecoming night. Band is getting ready. Not much running room. Maybe a loss of a half yard. Jaden Santiago is helping us here on the broadcast, but he has to go take care of homecoming duties now.
Wearing multiple hats this evening.
Two wide receivers on the near sideline. Devontae waits, man in motion behind him. Has the snap, throws a pass into the flat, and wrapped up for a loss. Good defensive play by the Falcons. It's going to be 3rd and about 16.
South Dallas, Carolina target there, but with some negative yardage. Timeout Falcons.
They'll talk it over on the far sideline. Can't wait to see you this Monday at Monday Night Bites. We've got a lot of football before then, but if we make it through alive, we're going to check out Monday Night Bites. Grab some good eats, hang with friends, and enjoy the vibes. Every Monday from 5 to 9 at Sergeant Steve Owen Memorial Park.
And another thing I must say, today actually is the last day of the Farmers Boulevard Market. So if you're watching the game and you want to catch some of the nice food at the Boulevard, catch it. I think it closes at 9 today, yeah.
We're thinking food here. We're at Eastside. The Lions getting ready to set up now. They trail by a bundle. Next week they play Knight High School. That should be a pretty evenly matched games. Both teams more at the bottom of the standings.
We saw Knight the other day at the Lancaster's homecoming, and Eastside Lions had more points today than they did.
Here comes the snap.
Oh.
Rolling to his right. Little dump off pass is going to be picked off again. I believe that was Pineda at quarterback, tossed it up, and it was picked off. We've got an injured player on the field, but it looks like Palmdale will set up nicely at about the 15-yard line.
That was Aaron Callahan shaking up there a little bit on the play, the Palmdale Falcon.
Pineda was the new quarterback and greeted right off the bat with an interception. Suarez back to work for the Falcons. Snap on the ground. He'll just have to lay on it. At the 30, make that the 25. They place it at the 24. Of course, that really doesn't matter for the Falcons because they were 2nd and 20 and they still got a touchdown. So the Lions will have to still pay attention and hope for a stop. Joshua Suarez has the snap, looks to his right, has a man open on the ground, incomplete. A little bit low with the pass. That was Turner.
Yeah.
Couldn't quite get it.
Intended target, Paul Turner. And in his last games, too, Paul Turner showing some great receiving skills.
He's been pretty quiet tonight, but boy, he's up to 70 yards a game in reception yardage. 3rd down. Call it 19.
Yeah. Yeah.
Conley and Cisneros on the near sideline. Lion defense sets up. Turner in motion. Misdirection.
Ooh. Oh.
Incomplete. It's going to be 4th down. Interesting situation. I wouldn't be surprised if Palmdale went for it. Although Valdivia is such a good kicker.
Yeah.
I think it would be about a 43-yard field goal, perhaps. I would like to see him try. He's a good kicker.
Yeah, definitely.
Valdivia's on the field. Oh, I love it. Cisneros will hold. "42-yard field goal attempt."
And despite the score desperation here, the Eastside Lions still showing their pride and, you know.
Big crowd making a little noise, hoping to stop the field goal.
Ooh,
kick is up. Oh, my goodness. I think he got
Yep.
it. 32-yard field goal by Valdivia.
And well, we got what we wanted here, and then Valdivia surely made that field goal.
That makes it 38-6.
Falcons showing their array of offensive weapons there. Valdivia, great field goal kicker for the Falcons.
Only 3:10 remaining in the second period.
The Eastside crowd getting ready for halftime as the band will take onto the field.
The band and the court.
Homecoming court.
Valdivia will set up once again for the kickoff. Squib kick. Takes a high, dangerous bounce. Picked up for the moment. On the far sideline, trying to break free. Out to about the 32-yard line. And a flag. Shannon was the carrier on the return.
Nice positive return by Shannon there, all the way going up to the left side of the field on that return. But with 3 minutes left here in the second quarter, first half, the question is, will the Eastside Lions get on the board again?
Not a lot of time to work with, especially if they try to run.
I think they could maybe go with a balanced offense here. Maybe actually more pass heavy, I would assume, and try to get a score in before half ends.
Richardson is back in at quarterback. They gave Pineda one series. Devontae gives to Shannon. Shannon stacked up, maybe has a yard, and then driven back. .248 and counting. It's actually cooling down a little bit. Probably in the high 60s with a very light breeze. Here come the Lions. Man in motion to the right, now back to the left. Little misdirection. Shannon picks up 4 or 5 the hard way. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5 with 2 minutes about left here in the second quarter.
Two wide receivers split left and right. They jump, maybe got a quick 5 yards and perhaps a first down.
And that should stop the clock as the Eastside Lions will advance the ball here. It might give them a first down. Yeah.
Ball at the 42. Richardson waits, has the snap, looks downfield, still looking, steps up in the pocket, tries to run, wrapped up near the line of scrimmage.
Great defensive coverage by Palmdale on there, where
they've rushed well in their lanes for the most part. Good penetration and lane discipline. Cheerleaders trying to shake something loose here. Lions trying for their second score. Richardson looks downfield, rolls to his right. Tucks it under and goes down for a loss of about 3.
Stopped by Zason Walker and Raymond Gomez on that play.
I think Richardson was a little frustrated on that play. It's kind of like no matter what he does, there's just not a lot of room to work with. Yeah. Trying to make something happen on his own. Couldn't on that play.
Looks like we got a timeout from Palmdale or Eastside here. We'll be right back after these messages.
Thank you for tuning into L28. This week in our city. So Keanu Reeves, if you ever watch this, I love the work you do.
And I'm just a big supporter.
It's Brianna Herrera from L28, and we are here at the annual AV Fair and Alfalfa Festival.
As you can see yourself, it's amazing. I see a lot of kids here with big smile on their face.
So we're ready for game action. So glad you're with us here on L28.
I hope you all enjoyed hanging out with me as much as I did and are looking forward to the next episode of Tiff on the Town.
We're underway. Richardson looks downfield and is sacked hard at the 42. Going to be 4th and a mile now.
Number 55, Nigel Williams, the senior 6'1", 200 with that quarterback sack. As 32 seconds is now on the clock here in the first half.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just went for it.
That's
Looks
a
like
pretty far field goal. Yeah.
Looks like another timeout on the field, though. I believe Eastside called the timeout.
We have a great game tomorrow. Stay tuned and make sure you subscribe to City of Lancaster YouTube page because we're going to definitely stream the Lancaster versus Highland game.
Actually, I think it's Antelope Valley High School versus Quartz Hill.
I'm sorry about that, but the big game was Lancaster against Highland. I'm sorry about that.
And both the teams tomorrow night, Antelope Valley High School and Quartz Hill, they're both 3-2. They're fighting for second place, and we're going to be there covering it. That's from Quartz Hill, I do believe.
Yeah, and we're going to be giving updates of the Lancaster and Highland game during tomorrow.
A fight for first place, a fight for second place. Here comes a punt.
Oh,
gets it away nicely. Good job. Picked up on the run, though. To the far sideline with running room.
Take him down. He's.
Oh, my goodness. He could be off to the races, but tackled nicely in the open field at the 30-yard line.
Nice saving tackle by, looks like number 16, Anthony Harper, the linebacker, tight end, senior, 5'8", made that touchdown saving stop there.
Jashawn Walker caught it on the run. It was a good punt under the circumstances, but Walker took it on the run and was almost off to the races. Good open field tackle.
Now, what do you think here? Do you think Palmdale will take a knee here and just burn it out, or they'll go for another play?
I would hope they would take a knee, but you never know. On some levels, these guys want to play football.
Exactly.
We love you, Coach.
Suarez at the helm. Two wide receivers to the left. Conley's nearest to the sideline. Man in motion. Here comes Turner. Suarez looks downfield. They flooded a lane. Throws deep for the end zone. Has a man open. Will they get it? Ooh. Broken up in the end zone. Good defensive play. I don't see a flag. 5 seconds remaining. This should be the last play unless there's a penalty.
Right. And some activity going on the field here as the Eastside Lions band getting ready to show a halftime performance here, highlighting and showcasing the homecoming court, which we'll be right back from the halftime show to give you some inside scoops of what happened during homecoming.
We will find out who the king and the queen are. Suarez now, last play. Throws for the end zone. Has a man open. It's out of the end zone, incomplete. I don't see a flag. I think that's going to do it for halftime. Once again, we're going to have an extended timeout, and during that timeout, they're going to have homecoming festivities. Our own Tiffany Glover is going to go down and get us the inside scoop on the winner. Perhaps we'll be able to talk to one of the kids. We'll see. Right now, it's halftime, though. It's 38-6. Palmdale on top. Lions, well, they're saying 2 seconds left. There's only 5 seconds left. We got another play. They couldn't have started the clock on time. There were 5 seconds left. That was a 3-second play. The ball was in the air for 4 seconds. And guess what? Valdivia's in the game, and he's going to try for a 38-yard field goal.
This kid has not missed yet. We haven't seen him miss yet.
This might be right at the outer reaches of his range. Brandon Valdivia.
Let's see what happens.
Bounced it.
Oh.
And the kick is just kind of putzed away. Lions can run with it if they want. It's fumbled. Palmdale gets it. But I think I'm going to check the clock again. Tell me that play did not take only 3 seconds. It is officially halftime. We hope you've enjoyed the action here. Right now it's 38-6. Palmdale on top. Lots of activity here, cheerleaders, bands, homecoming festivities. We're going to have it all for you. We're going to have an extended timeout, and when we come back, we'll fill you in on what happened with homecoming.
And we'll go ahead and see you after this half. You're listening and watching L28's sports broadcast of the Eastside Lions hosting the Palmdale Falcons homecoming night. We'll see you soon.
Right now, we have a homecoming show taking place right here in the Lion's Den at Eastside High School. Enjoy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get what you've been waiting for. Here it comes. 9th grade Lord and Lady Marco Silva and Alyssa Alvarez. 10th grade Duke and Duchess Isaac Robertson and Sabrina Olida. 11th grade Prince and Princess, Gail Carrasco and Lovina Malufakay. And ladies and gentlemen, your 12th grade king and queen are Joshua Sauter and Amelia Saxton.
We are back for the second half, and what a halftime it was. I have never seen a more intense, incredible halftime show at a high school ever. It was just amazing.
The production value was amazing, Larry, right? Wasn't it? I mean, fireworks, a
chimes, band, dancing, flag waving, precision rifle twirling, fireworks. They did it all.
They did it all.
We've got to find out who coordinated all that for the school, because it was spectacular.
Yeah, you could definitely, I felt like I was almost at some sort of Rose Parade NFL halftime show.
That good.
That good. Mm-hmm.
We're ready now for the second half. The Lions will take over at the 20-yard line. They trail by a bundle.
But the spirits were definitely kept afloat here as that halftime show, and we'll give you some details and the inside scoop of who was crowned homecoming court and king and queen soon.
Up the middle give, couple yards the hard way.
That Palmdale defensive line still holding strong there, Larry, and not showing any give right now to the Eastside Lions, as they definitely have their work cut out for them.
They have a new quarterback, Marco Silva, number 18, at the helm for the moment. Brings him out. Two wide receivers left, one to the right. Silva waits. They blitz. Little dump-off pass into the flat. I think it was complete for a loss. No, they're weaving it perhaps incomplete, which is actually better for the Lions. If he caught it, he would have lost. Palmdale was up 21-0 right out the gate. The Lions did make it 21-6. But the Falcons piled it on a little bit, I suppose, and they're up 38-6. We've got good information on the homecoming king and queen.
The queen plays flag football. She's going to the Air Force Academy. Her plans are to become an OBGYN.
Here comes the snap.
The king is a shooting
Pass downfield. Picked off at the 50. Nice over-the-shoulder catch. That was Turner. Now he goes toward the far sideline. He's got a seam. Could make it into the end zone perhaps. Will he make it? Cuts inside and scores. Turner, who has not had much action on offense, made it happen on defense on that play and scores a touchdown off the interception. Over-the-shoulder catch and a beautiful run back.
Wow, great pick six by Paul Turner.
Usually when you say pick six, usually it's a pass in the flat that somebody steps in front and has an easy lane for a touchdown. That was almost like a punt return.
And they're Valdivia setting up for the field goal here.
Whistles. We're going to try to get you the information about the homecoming queen and king and queen newly crowned.
Right.
In a moment, though, Valdivia will have another extra point attempt. Here comes the kick. Valdivia has another.
So giving you the inside scoop of the homecoming king and queen of Eastside Lions based on that halftime show. Fireworks were lit, and the new king and queen, Joshua Soin-Yen, the shooting guard for the Eastside Lions, also wants to go technical engineering. And the queen, Amira Saxton, plays flag football, linebacker, wants to go into the Air Force and be an OBGYN. So congratulations on the new homecoming court and queen for Eastside Lions, Joshua Soin-Yen and Amira Saxton. Congratulations, guys.
And once again, I'd like to congratulate that awesome halftime show. That was just spectacular. Just an amazing show. Kudos to the crew from Eastside that put it all together.
Definitely. I mean, it brought my spirits up just watching that spectacle, that spectacular fireworks show. I thought it was almost at Disneyland of some sorts. Yeah.
Lions will get the ball. Valdivia with his faithful holder. Should be returned from about the goal line. On the far sideline, trying to cut inside. Wrapped up perhaps at about the 20. Shannon with the return. Lions talk it over on the sideline. Marco Silva, I believe, will continue at quarterback. Palmdale defense set. Lions with two wide receivers split to the right. Waiting for the whistle. Man in motion. Silva has the snap. Handoff goes nowhere. Maybe lost about 3.
Great stop by number 59 on Palmdale, Isaac Perez, the linebacker senior, 6 foot at 200. Continuing the strong stand for Palmdale on the defensive side.
Second down at about 13. Clock running, 9:14 remaining here in the third period. Out of the gun. Silva to pass. Throws inside. It's tipped up in the air and I think picked off on the tip.
Look, wow, another pick. Looked like Joseph Mason. Yeah.
Mason, who sometimes plays quarterback or was at the beginning of the year, got the tip.
The Palmdale Falcons really showcasing their athletic prowess on display right now in this homecoming game for Eastside. Eastside Lions are just trying to get things going again, you know.
Little discouraged, can't blame them. Suarez again. Out of the gun for Palmdale. Pitch to the right. Mason off to the races. Ooh. Toward the end zone he goes. And in. Another score.
Touchdown, Falcons. Number 7, Joseph Mason.
Yeah, he just went right up the right side of the field there and just took it all the way in. I don't think it was touched on that play, Larry.
It was a quick pitch, got him to the outside, around the end, and then cut inside a little bit. Off to the races, all the way into the end zone.
So another field goal by Valdivia, number 30.
He's been working hard tonight.
Yeah, he only missed one. We saw him miss one field goal today.
Only because of a snap.
Right? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we kind of jinxed it.
Cisneros tried to corral it and couldn't.
Nice stop by number 13, Nathaniel Lopez from the Eastside Lions.
Score remained 51-6 with 8:38 remaining in the third period. We are being assisted tonight by a hard-working crew.
The Eastside Media team here joining us for the L28 crew. A little
Neveja Castillo, Stephanie Silva, Christopher Contreras, Jaden Santiago, all under the leadership of Michael Gonzalez, helping us out with the broadcast. They're even on camera.
shout outs to the Eastside Media team helping us out, and shout outs to Michael Gonzalez. You've done a great job.
Santiago, he had to go down and take care of homecoming festivities, and right now he's on our main camera. He's the cover camera right now. Here comes the kick.
Oh, another squib kick.
Corralled at about the 25.
Ooh.
Breaking a tackle and then finally stacked up. Continues plowing forward to the 30. First down for the Lions.
I believe that may have been number 30, Cameron Horn, for the Eastside Lions with that pickup, but I'll double check.
Lions take over. We're at the Lions Den in Eastside High School, Lancaster, California. You're watching it all right here on L28. Out of the spread, 2 wide receivers split to the left, 2 to the right. Shannon with the ball. Maybe lost a yard. Nehemiah hasn't had a lot of room to operate with. Silva back from the sideline with the play.
Definitely still impressed by Nehemiah Shannon. Nonetheless, he's definitely a hard power runner.
Cheerleaders trying to shake something loose. Shannon just barely got the handoff. Falls forward.
Ooh.
And now hit backwards.
Swarmed by a couple of Palmdale Falcons. Diego Leon, number 9, will probably get the credit for that tackle. But just approaching about 6:45 left here in the third quarter and counting, as the Eastside Lions trying to put another drive together and get on the board.
Third down and about 8. Out of the gun again, 3 wide receivers now to the left. Has the snap, looks downfield, throws over the middle, overthrown everyone at about the 45-yard line.
Incomplete pass intended for Dallas, Carolina. It's going to bring up a 4th and 7.
4th and 7.
Now, I guess because he primarily plays defense, but Emori J. Carroll will soon highlight him and give him his stats.
We'll highlight him when he's on defense. He'll be out on the field if they punt here.
Mm-hmm.
Jaime Ruiz, I think, is going to punt. And he's had to be really creative because people have been bearing down on him, and he's managed to get low-line drives off.
Yep, and to receive is Zason Walker, or he gets the kickoff.
Had to field it on a bounce. Another good kick. Walker off to the races again for the moment on the far sideline.
Here we go.
Continues down the sideline, has a lane. Can he go all the way? Cuts inside. He's going to go all the way into the end zone, and I don't see a flag.
Zason Walker with a great touchdown run return, looking like he was on the expressway or the pass lane where you have to pay, and you just get that straight shot, clear shot, no traffic, right?
Jashawn was not to be denied. I think that's about a 60-yard.
Yeah, about 60 yards right there. And again, this open space. Nice cut on the inside and avoiding the tackle and got that touchdown.
That makes it 57. Valdivia will come on for the extra point. .457 remaining here in the third period. Valdivia waits. Snap is down, kick is up, and good. Earlier we mentioned that Valdivia had missed an extra point. I don't know if I'd call that a miss, though. The ball was on the ground. He never got a chance to do much of anything.
Right.
I wouldn't call that a miss. I guess technically it's a missed attempt. Doesn't seem fair to go against your average.
Yeah, and again, that was the only kick we saw him miss from all of our telecasts. Yeah.
The Lions will get ready for offense again.
Looks like Eastside is about to receive.
Ruiz.
And Palmdale kicking, yep.
Ruiz back for the kick. Jacob Forrester looks like he's going to be the holder for Valdivia. Ruiz, who showed a little niftiness in handling low snaps to get away and get his kicks off. He's on the near sideline, or closest to the near sideline. Here comes the kick. Valdivia boots it away. It goes to the far sideline. It will be returned. I believe that's Shannon. Comes toward the near sideline. Cuts inside, wrapped up at about the 15 and driven backwards.
That was number 21, Aaron Callahan, stopping Dallas, Carolina on the return there. But, yeah, Eastside definitely got their work cut out for them. Hopefully they can put a drive together and get some more points on the board as we're, 4:30 left here in the third quarter.
So it was Ruiz and Carolina back for the kick, and Carolina's the one with a hard, tough run and a hard throwdown, if you will.
Ball on the, looking to be the 15.
1st and 10 for the Lions. Shannon running back. I believe Pineda will take the snap. Santiago waits for the snap, has it. Shannon hit in the backfield and driven back. Just like Carolina, not much to work with.
Almost almost got him in the end zone, looks like, Larry. I thought it could have been a safety, but
2nd down and 12. He was driven back toward the end zone.
I thought they were going to get a safety for sure, but it looks like the ball is on the 5. So they're definitely pushed back Eastside here. I'm sorry, the ball still on the 15. I'm sorry.
It's on the 12, I think.
Yeah.
He got hit and driven back really close to the end zone, out of the eye now. A little bit of running room. Maybe back to the original 1st down marker. It's going to be 3rd and I believe 10. Actually 3rd and 9. Pineda off the sidelines, has the play. Carolina on the near sideline. 2 wide receivers split to the left. Quick look-in pass, incomplete at the 30. Not a bad idea.
Intended target number 11 for the Eastside Lions, Jose Estrada, the sophomore, 5'5", 135. It's the Lions. They have a pretty much younger core here. Primarily, you're looking at a lot of sophomores and juniors here. So hopefully by next season, they'll use this experience and build, a more seasoned team.
Estrada looked like he was open. Pass was a little bit beyond him. Here comes the punt. Fake punt. They're going to run with it toward the near sideline. I don't think he's going to make it, but we'll have to see. They're shy of the first down marker. A fake punt from deep in their own territory.
Yeah, all I saw was Jaime Ruiz gets the snap, and then he's running right there to the left side of the field.
He didn't miss by as much as I thought. He was only about 2 yards short, perhaps.
For the first down, yeah. But
33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Lions back on defense.
Palmdale again in priming scoring position right there deep in Lions territory.
Palmdale off from the sideline. And we're going to have to start it in a little bit because the third quarter is over. Right now it's 58-6 at the end of 3.
As we go to the fourth quarter, I could definitely see the band, Eastside Band, coming back. So we might get some more caffeine, audio caffeine from the Eastside Band. And but before we do that, we'll highlight another player here on the Eastside Lions, number 22, Amori J. Carroll. Total tackles, he has 30. Solos are 23, 7 assist tackles, and averages about 6 tackles per game. He's the leader of defense. He's smart, aggressive, and when he goes downhill, look out for Amori J. Carroll.
He's on defense now.
The middle linebacker, senior. And definitely wishing this young man a bright and great future.
3 wide receivers to the right side. I believe the quarterback for Palmdale is Jacob Davis, sophomore, 6-footer, getting some work.
Absolutely right. I looked down at the field and I was like, that's not Mason, that's not Suarez.
Jacob Davis waits for the snap. Has it. First man through. Stacked up after a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Nice stop by the Eastside Lions right there. Not letting any penetration through.
I believe that was Jalen Baker, senior, 5'6", 185. Plays like a fullback. We're in the fourth quarter. Eastside High School, the Lions Den. We had a halftime show with a cast of thousands. There must have been 150 kids on that halftime show. It was outstanding.
Outstanding. Great coordination, great choreography.
Fullback again, pushes forward. I think he's going to get the first down. Very close.
That was number 26, Jalen Baker from Palmdale, the running back. He's a senior, 5'6" at 185. Hopefully the Lions can stay strong on the line here. And
they're calling it 3rd and inches. So close.
But, you know, you're the Falcons. You got Valdivia, so no, not too much pressure here. But we'll see what the Palmdale can do here on offense.
Plus, they'll undoubtedly go for it on 4th down if they don't get it on 3rd. Davis waits.
Ooh.
Going to the outside. Can he make it? First down yardage, I believe, on the far sideline.
First time action seen here from Elijah Jackson, number 29, the sophomore 5'8" for Palmdale, going right across on the left side.
Wide receiver cornerback.
Carried by 29, Elijah Jackson. It's good enough for a Falcon first down.
First down and goal. The ball's inside the 10-yard line. Getting a little cooler, probably in the mid-60s, I would guess. Davis has the snap. Now they come the other way, to the right. Good open field tackle and a fumble. They're going to call it down by contact. The ball went forward into the end zone.
Yeah, that was from Benjamin Cisneros, number 11 for the Falcons. Part of this very talented receiving core for the Falcons.
Little end around, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, looks like we are in the 4th with just about 9 minutes and counting here.
Davis waits. 2 wide receivers to the right. Fullback up the middle. Pushing forward. Is he in? We've got a signal. Touchdown.
So here we go, 64-6 now, as the Palmdale Falcons trying to add another point to their lead here.
Cisneros will hold. He's had to dig out. He's been like a catcher, digging out grounders. Both these teams have had problems with long snappers as well so far tonight. Just hard to get the ball out from underneath with that much force.
Mm-hmm.
Cisneros waits. Puts it down. Kick is up and good. 65-6 now. Palmdale on top.
Now, if you're the Eastside Lions here, you're just going to focus now on the drive, on the plays, on the moments, and do what you can here and just kind of refine.
They have a lot of underclassmen.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, as bad as it is tonight, they're going to be playing Knight next week, and Knight's also behind in the standings, and therefore an opportunity for Eastside.
And the city of Lancaster is collecting new and gently used coats for our families in need during the cold season. Please drop off your coats at one of the locations on the screen by November 1st. That's the Lancaster Community Center and Lancaster City Hall. So be sure by starting November 1st, go ahead and get those extra coats and beanies and anything that's warm. We got some collections going on at the Lancaster Community Center and Lancaster City Hall.
It's just starting to get cold, and it's going to get colder.
I haven't, turned on my fireplace or, made a fire yet, but, if I had to choose between the Valley's summers or winters, I'll probably choose the winter. Choose the winters, yeah.
Once again, it's about 60 degrees right now in the Lions' den. Palmdale to kick off. Lions once again with an offensive set. Getting ready. Kick toward the far sideline and goes out of bounds, so that'll help a little bit for the Lions' field position. I'd like to thank our awesome crew, Annabelle Vo, Tiffany Glover, Joe Leo on the mic. Angel Stephenson working hard to bring you the action from the Lions Den.
You know, despite the score, despite, you know, the playing on the field, the pride of the Lions is still definitely in effect, and no hope is lost here.
They've got a big crowd, cheerleaders, yell leaders, and a band.
Yeah.
In fact, we had trouble at the beginning of our broadcast. The band was so loud we couldn't hear ourselves. They were cranking it out.
And you can hear the band right now to the right of us, and they're getting down.
Here come the Lions. Not much running room, maybe a yard or two. The scoreboard is showing 64. Is it not? 65?
I thought it was 65. They took the field goal away, I guess. Maybe there was a penalty, and
I thought it was good.
Yeah.
We'll have to look at the tape on that one. Here come the Lions, trying to get their second score. The band making some noise. The Lions on second down. Tackled for a loss, I believe.
Looks like number 9 with the ball for Eastside, Jordan Gomez, the sophomore.
Third down and 9.5. Joe, I didn't catch what Tiffany was going to do. Is she going to be able to interview somebody?
Yes, she's actually going to interview the cheer coach, Aaliyah Goddard, later on after the game.
Is she the one that was responsible for that awesome halftime show? My goodness.
She might be involved with that, yes.
Third down and 9. Clock continues to run. 3:12 and counting. 3 wide receivers to the right. Richardson is back in the game. Throws into the flat, incomplete.
Intended target number 5 for Eastside Lions. That's Tyler Pierce.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast. You're watching L28.
Playing clearly, one of my favorites, Wooly Bully. Yeah.
1965, Sam the Sham.
Yeah. But some great games coming up Friday, Larry. Great games Friday. We're covering Quartz Hill hosting Antelope Valley. And then we have Lancaster against Highland. We'll be giving updates, but we'll be streaming the Quartz Hill game.
We're looking forward to it. Both teams 3-2.
Oh, man. It's going to be a great one.
Quick kick on the punt. Conley chases it down, falls down, and he'll be down there.
Number 51, Justin Verdon Ruiz with the stop there. Just touching and making sure the runner is down, as Palmdale will now take over on the offense deep in their own territory.
Palmdale will take over.
I must say, Larry, this band is definitely infectious.
They're having some fun. We've only got probably one more play. 55 seconds remaining, and I think Palmdale is going to take a knee.
Can I have a request and have these guys play for me when I go to the gym or work out? Or Because, I mean, wow, this is amazing.
They're a bouncy crew.
Yep, bouncy, energy.
"35 seconds, and Palmdale is going to take a knee here. They're inside 30. They
Still
take the snap, and I think that's it.
Still a great experience nonetheless here, and definitely some good building blocks for Eastside Lions to go ahead and build on. No reason to put your head down in this homecoming game, as they were beat by the Palmdale Falcons. They're, what, 64-6.
Both teams at the 50-yard line, shaking hands. Our own Tiffany Glover is going to set up for her post-game interview.
But
what a game, my goodness. It
what a
started
great
off
yeah,
right out the gate, 3 touchdowns. It was 21-0. The closest the Lions were able to get, they got a touchdown, 21-6. Then the roof fell in.
Yeah. They really set the tone on those first 3 plays. And, I mean, that flea flicker in the beginning, Larry, amazing. Jason Walker was just open right there on the right side of the field, and set off the string of touchdowns to further support the dominant play of the Palmdale Falcons.
Final score, 64-6. Tomorrow, Antelope Valley High School versus Quartz Hill. Both teams 3-2.
Yes.
Game time 7 o'clock. In a sense, they might be playing for second place, because obviously you've got the big one between Lancaster
and Highland.
They'll be duking it out for first place. Then, of course, you've got 3 teams: Quartz Hill, Antelope Valley, and who's the third? Check out my standings here. We have three teams that are 3-2. Palmdale, now actually Palmdale is 4-2. So Palmdale advances to 4-2, and one of the 2 teams, either Antelope Valley High School or Quartz Hill, will also be 4-2. Also, don't forget, we've got a game Saturday. So we've got a game tomorrow night, Antelope Valley High School against Quartz Hill. And then Desert Christian will be at Lancaster Baptist on Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, some great games coming up as high school football dwindles down, because the last game of Eastside Lions, they play against Knight back here on November 1st. So
Tiffany Glover looks like she's just about ready. I'm not sure when we're going to be able to pass it down to her, but she's got some cheerleading team members there. Tiffany, if you're ready, I'm not sure. I'm not the director here, but I think Tiffany's just about ready. Once again, the final score, 64-6. Palmdale defeats the Lions.
Are we live? All right, guys, hard loss on homecoming, but there's one thing that stood out during this game: the spirit, the cheer squad. We're loud and proud. Coach, how does it feel to make sure that your team is always excited and proud no matter the outcome of the game?
It feels amazing, because honestly the last couple of years have been been really rough. They haven't had a coach, so me getting in last year, today is actually my 1-year anniversary, and it's my birthday, so I'm really proud of them. They make me happy every single day, and I wouldn't want to be anywhere else on my birthday.
As she said, today is her birthday, and she had so much excitement. She's been so selfless to make sure that these cheerleaders are doing an amazing job. I just want to highlight the fact that you make your cheerleaders work. I don't know if they're working as hard as the players on the field, or I should probably reverse that. I don't know if the players on the field are working as hard as them.
No,
Yeah, but as a dancer, this is fantastic. How does it feel to let your cheerleaders know your athletes first?
Oh, definitely. They know that for sure. Grades come first. You're definitely an athlete first. You're a student first. And they definitely know that. They've grown so much within the past year, which makes me so proud of them, because they know that they can do so much, and they're definitely showing it every single day. They get better, and they know that, and I'm proud of that, because like I said, the last couple of years, it's been a little bit rough. So definitely I know they're proud of themselves and I'm proud of them and the school's proud of them. And it just makes me so happy to hear how good they're doing just because I know that it's something they need to hear.
Amazing. Well, as she said, it is her birthday. So cheerleaders, let's do a big hoorah for your coach's birthday. Ready? 3, 2, 1, get in loud. Hoorah! All right, guys, it's a triple header weekend. We're heading off to Court Hill versus AV tomorrow, and then Lancaster Baptist versus Desert Christian on Saturday. I'm Tiffany Glover. Thank you so much for tuning in to L28 Sports. Cheerleaders, let's send it out to them. Boom, big chart. See you guys next time. Awesome. Great job.
You're watching L28.
If you call that on.
You're watching L28 Sports.
Let's hear it, Spirit Zone!